Hi everyone, welcome back to the Academy. So today's module is honestly one of the most important modules for any virtual assistant because let's be honest, a lot of people learn VA skills, a lot of people watch different tutorials, and a lot of people take courses, but then they get stuck at one major point. How do I actually get clients? Where do I find these remote jobs and how do I start working online? So that is exactly what we're going to cover in this module. We are going to talk about where virtual assistants actually find employment. We will talk about how to position yourself professionally, how to increase your chances of getting hired, how to avoid common mistakes, how to network, most importantly, how to use LinkedIn strategically, and lastly, how to stand out even if you're just a beginner. And one thing I want you to understand before we even begin is this: remote opportunities are real. People are genuinely getting hired online, businesses genuinely need support, and the internet has opened opportunities globally. So the issue is not usually that opportunities don't exist, the issue is poor positioning, inconsistency, fear, weak applications, or simply not understanding how the online job market works. So by the end of this module, I want you to stop thinking like I am just looking for a job. I want you to start thinking like I am a professional offering solutions. So let's get into it. First, let's understand the virtual assistant industry itself. The virtual assistant industry has grown massively over the years. Why? Because businesses are overwhelmed, entrepreneurs are overwhelmed, CEO, coaches, startups, all of these people are overwhelmed and they are busy. And because of that, they need support. That is where virtual assistants come in. Now, one thing I want you to understand is a virtual assistant is not limited to only admin work anymore. Today, virtual assistants do things like email management, customer support, project management, CRM management, operations support, executive assistant, travel planning, automation, AI support, social media, research, data entry, and many more. So the industry has evolved, and because of this, there are now different levels of virtual assistants. For example, you can begin as a admin VA, grow to executive assistant, move to operations, project management VA, CRM, or even automation virtual assistant. The more valuable your skill set becomes, the more opportunities you attract. Now, another important thing is this: there are different ways virtual assistants work online. Now, some are freelancing, some work remotely but full time, others join virtual assistant agencies, and others build their own businesses. So, there's no one correct path. The goal is to find the path that works for you. And please understand this: you do not need to know everything before you start. A lot of virtual assistants learn while working. What matters is willingness to learn, professionalism, communication, organization, and reliability. These are the main things that clients truly value. Now, let's talk about where opportunities are actually found. And this is where many beginners struggle. A lot of people think clients are impossible to find, but honestly, clients are everywhere. The internet is full of opportunities, like I've mentioned. The issue is usually visibility and positioning. Now, let's break down the main places virtual assistants find employment. Number one is freelancing platforms. So we have platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer, People Per Hour, and many more. So these platforms connect freelancers with clients. So clients post jobs and freelancers apply. So this is one of the easiest ways for beginner to start, especially Upwork. Now you might be asking, why are you recommending Upwork yet the competition already exists? But opportunities also exist. So the key is applying strategically, optimizing your profile, writing very strong proposals, and being consistent. Some people apply for 3 jobs and they give up. Meanwhile, someone else somewhere applies consistently for weeks and lands a long-term client. So consistency matters with freelancing platforms. We also have remote job boards. So these are platforms where companies post remote opportunities. So example include LinkedIn Jobs, Indeed, Remote.o, Remotive, Dynamic Jobs, Flex Jobs, We Work Remotely, Well Found, and many more. So these are excellent, especially for executive assistant roles, operation roles, customer support roles, and also startup positions. So LinkedIn in particular is extremely powerful, and we will discuss that deeply later. Another huge source of opportunity is networking. The very best platforms for networking include LinkedIn, Facebook groups, Slack communities, Discord communities, just to name a few. So sometimes opportunities are not even posted publicly. Sometimes someone simply says, "Hey, I'm looking for a virtual assistant." And because you're visible, you get considered. So this is why networking matters a lot. Another path is virtual assistant agencies. So these companies recruit and place virtual assistants. So example of agencies that we have today is Belay, we have Athena, we have Time etc. Boldly, we have WishUp, we have Virtual Latinos. So some agencies are beginner friendly and others are more advanced, but they can all be excellent for gaining experience. Let's move to direct outreach. This is one of the most underrated strategies. Direct outreach simply means you contact businesses directly. So you email them, you DM them, or you introduce yourself professionally. Because sometimes businesses need help, but they have not posted a job yet. So this is where proactive virtual assistants win. Now, let's talk specifically about beginner friendly platforms because not every platform works the same. Now, Upwork is one of the biggest freelancing marketplaces globally. You create a profile, clients post jobs, and you apply. And one thing I love about Upwork is you can grow massively there because people start with $5 per hour tasks and they eventually move to high paying long term contracts. So the strategy with Upwork is have a good profile, make sure that your portfolio is also very good, come up with very smart proposals, and best of all is consistency. Now we also have Fiverr, and Fiverr works differently. So instead of applying, you create services. So services that you can create, let's say email management service, calendar management service, data entry service. Clients then find you through the services that you have listed. Now let's move to LinkedIn. This is a very important platform. LinkedIn is not just for job applications. It's a very good platform for networking, visibility, personal branding, connecting with recruiters, and also connecting with founders. A very strong LinkedIn profile can attract opportunities without even applying. So with LinkedIn, make sure that your profile is top notch. Now let's move to Facebook groups. A lot of startups and entrepreneurs also hire from Facebook groups, especially entrepreneur groups, business communities, freelancing groups, and startup communities. So make sure that you maintain a very good professional profile. Now let's talk about something extremely important, which is positioning, because many people are skilled but poorly positioned, and positioning starts affecting opportunities. For example, imagine two people applying offering the same service. Now one says, "Please hire me," and the other one says, "I help entrepreneurs organize operations and maybe save time." Can you see the difference? One sounds desperate, but the other one sounds valuable. Now let's talk about your online presence. Clients always check your LinkedIn, your communication, your portfolio, and your professionalism. So what do you need to do? You need to ensure that you maintain a very professional profile picture. You need to ensure that you have a very clear headline, your bio is strong, you have portfolio samples, and you have organized your communication. Your profile should immediately communicate, "I am professional and reliable." Now, let's discuss about applications. This is where many people fail because they send generic copy pasted proposals, and clients can tell this immediately. Instead, you need to personalize your application. Talk about the client problem, how you can help them, the relevant experience, relevant tools, and clear communication. Keep it concise because clients are busy. Long unnecessary paragraphs reduce attention. And another very important thing to note is apply early, especially on LinkedIn. Early applicants usually get seen fast. Many recruiters start shortlisting immediately. Sometimes jobs close before deadline. So timing matters a lot. Now let's talk about LinkedIn, and I'm going to share tutorials and videos about LinkedIn that I know will help you to get started. Now, LinkedIn is one of the best tools for remote opportunities, and honestly, a lot of people underuse it. So first, you need to ensure that you optimize your profile. Use a professional headline, a professional photo, make sure that your summary is clear, you have the relevant skills, and most importantly, you have featured your portfolio. Then search strategically. Search for terms like virtual assistant, executive assistant, operations assistant, customer support, project coordinator. And make sure that you use all those filters. Filters like the last 24 hours is powerful because applying early increases your visibility. And another thing with LinkedIn that I would like you to do is engage. Comment on posts, connect with recruiters, posts insights, share your learning journey. Visibility creates opportunity. So make sure that you're always engaging on LinkedIn. Let's talk about networking. And I know some people hear networking and panic, but networking is not begging for jobs. Networking is simply building relationships. That's all. Engage professionally online, comment on posts professionally and intentionally, attend webinars, join communities. People hire you because they notice you. Visibility matters, and referrals are also extremely powerful. Many VAs get opportunities through recommendations, referrals, and relationships. So never ever underestimate the power of networking. Now, one major fear beginners have is I don't have experience. But here's the good news. You can create experience. How? You can do this through mock projects. You can create Trello boards, CRM samples, meeting notes, inbox management examples. Why? This shows initiatives. Clients once prove that you understand systems. So tools like Canva, Google Drive, Notion, Loom, all that can help you to create a strong beginner portfolio. Now, I wouldn't want to end this lesson without talking about your safety because not every online opportunity you see is genuine. So, what are some of the red flags that you need to look out for? Asking for money upfront. Anyone asking you for money before you apply or even join an interview, that is a red flag. Suspicious interviews, unrealistic promises, poor communication, and no company presence online, those are red flags that you need to check out. Always research companies. Check for their LinkedIn pages. Check if these companies that you're applying to have websites. Do they have any reviews? Make sure that you protect yourself professionally as well. Now, let's talk about growth. The goal is not staying a beginner forever. As you improve your skills, your value also increases. So, as you begin, make sure that you want to upgrade to operations, executive assistants, things like automation, CRM, project management, system supports, and many more. Because businesses pay largely for people who also solve bigger problems. Now, by now, you know that I will not end any module without talking about AI. Now, AI is also changing the remote workspace massively. So you can use tools like ChatGPT to improve your CV, to write proposals, to optimize your LinkedIn, to prepare for interviews, to research companies, and also to practice communication. AI is a huge advantage, but always remember AI should improve your professionalism, not replace your effort. So guys, let's bring us to the end of this module, and I really hope that this module changes the way you view remote opportunities, because opportunities truly exist, but success online requires visibility, consistency, positioning, professionalism, and continuous learning. Also remember this, you're not looking for work. You're positioning yourself as a professional solution provider. You're not looking for a job, you're not looking for work. You are a professional solution provider. Once you get these, landing remote opportunities can be very easy. So the more valuable you become, the more opportunities you attract. So continue learning, continue improving, and continue showing up consistently, because your first opportunity online could genuinely change your life. And trust me, many people started exactly where you are today. So thank you for watching this module. Now, in the next module, we are now going to help you get started on the right documents. You're going to improve your cover letter. We are going to improve your resume. We'll get you started with a very strong portfolio. And lastly, we are going to help you optimize your LinkedIn. So all the best, and I will see you in the next module.
So if you found this video helpful, why don't you give me my flowers in the comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss on the next training. Remember, real skills, real tools, real income. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.